Tennessee Homestead. How the heck are you today? Wanted to put this together real fast. I've had some folks asking me the question, sending me some private messages asking a question. And to be honest with you, I really hadn't paid that much attention, but I've went out there to be able to answer that question and did a little looking, uh, just to see what I thought. And so the question I kept getting was, did I think Donald Trump would make America great again, or do you think he's going to do this, or do you think he's going to, all these different things about will he, you know, live up to what he told the American people, or is it going to be business as usual? Uh, so I went out and took a look at some of his cabinet positions. Okay, and I'm not sure. I got to be honest with you. And let me explain to you the reason why, and maybe you need to start paying attention to this organization and some others. Uh, but I was looking at his cabinet appointees and the Supreme Court nomination and things of this nature to see if these were people who put America first or put the globalist agenda first. There is an organization out there called the Council on Foreign Relations. Oh, that sounds like nice guys, doesn't it? In fact, they're not. They are definitely globalists, and they are definitely behind not so much one world. Well, it is a one world kind of government, um, but they believe in the more Stalinist routine and have adapted that policy of regional governments that eventually fall under control of a central government. That was Joseph Stalin's idea, by the way. Yeah. Yeah. Soviet Union. Okay. Uh, the EU, the North American Partnership, the Bible all talks about the Ten Kingdoms. Be advised. They found that Stalin believed that you couldn't take over the world all at once. You'd have too many rebellions under going running amok on you, and so forth. He said to take it over by regional governments. People are more willing to accept regional governments. Okay. Anyway, not to get too far off in the weeds in this, and I left my tinfoil hat in my other suit, so Uh, that's what I looked for. How many? Because that's this organization's charter, really, is to put people in government that agree to their principles and push their principles and push their agenda. Uh, Jimmy Carter, a lot of his cabinet level people and heads of different departments were members of the CFR. That's what they call it. Ronald Reagan, he had a couple, but not many. Then you move into George H. Bush, the One World Order president. Yeah, most all his were, and a lot of his appointees. George W. Bush, same way. William Clinton, yeah, Slick Willie was loaded up with them. Just every president we've had, uh, you know, going back a long, long way, have had as their senior cabinet positions members of the CFR, Council on Foreign Relations. So I took a look at what Donald Trump had going on. And his first national security advisor, I thought, well, that's a positive sign. He was not a member of the CFR. Was not. He didn't last long. The new head of his new national security advisor is a member. So is the head of the Treasury. He's a member. And the Supreme Court nominee that he had put, that Mr. Trump, President Trump, had put forward for the Supreme Court is a member. Okay. So that's 3 appointees now that are all um, members of the Council of Foreign Relations. Uh, there's been books written about these guys by ex-members. Not a good agenda. Okay, they do not have your best interest at heart. They're not concerned about making America great. That whole thing is a globalist organization, and they're more worried about spreading the wealth. Okay, so in answer to that question, I'm still of the school of I'm watching a lot more closely now his appointees. You should too. I'm probably going to write a nasty, not a nasty letter, but a letter to him going, these concerns me. How can you put America great when you're putting globalists in charge of your cabinet positions and in charge of the bureaucracy? Let them know we're watching. Uh, might make a change, maybe not. I always say that there's got to be that meeting after somebody gets elected that they take you off and sit you down and talk to you. Folks need, if you're not up on the Council on Foreign Relations, you need to get that way. Um, but if you really want to know, here's where I'm going to go with it, and that's pretty much where I'm going to stop. If you are in a war, okay, uh, and you're going out to face an opposing army, you're out there in the jungle. If you don't know who your enemy is, have no idea, you're already dead. Okay? Because they're going to slip up on you and they're going to end your life. That simple. Because you're not going to know who they are. It's the old saying, know thine enemies. Know who's out to do you. Okay? And I'm going to suggest a book for you. You need to start off with, if you haven't done much research on all this kind of stuff, you need to go out and read The Creature from Jekyll Island. Okay? It is the story behind the story of the Federal Reserve Bank. And believe me, it is not federal. Our government has no control of it. None. And you're probably going, well, the president picks the heads of it. No. He picks from a list given to him by the Federal Reserve Bank. It is a privately held corporation held by some very wealthy individuals, and they control your monetary policy. They control your interest rates. They control it. Too big to fail. Yeah. And they, in the past and recent past even, and probably into the future, control government by going, gee, if you don't do this, your economy is going to crash and it's going to be worse than the Great Depression. Well, they know that for sure. They caused the Great Depression. Do your homework. But the most important thing is follow the families. See who's behind this creature from Jekyll Island. The families. And then you're going to start seeing that these are the same people, son of a gun, who seem to be behind organizations like the League of Nations. That fell apart. But they got the UN through, didn't they? Yeah, took them a couple of attempts. Same families, same people. Council on Foreign Relations. Same people. It is not about anything other than money. That's all it is. Money. And your Heavenly Father, in His Word, warned you. And people just thought, oh, He's warning us not to get too wrapped up in money. Yeah, He was. But he was trying to tell you the root of all evil is the love of money. Follow the money, and you'll find the evil. And folks, something evil this way comes. You need to know your enemy. And they hide well because they don't want you showing up on their doorstep. Okay? But back to just put that black box that you call a television, which is nothing but a propaganda machine. By the way, that's one thing I wanted to kind of throw out there. Just about 80 to 90% of your media personalities, those people you see on that box, a lot of entertainers, owners of mass media, they're CFR members. Yeah. They practice the globalist program. Think you might be being lied to? By all of them. Left and right, folks. They're all playing the same game. That's why we keep going down the same path. Names have just been changed to protect the guilty. Put the black box away. It's nothing but a propaganda tool to mess with your head. Entertainment. Kind of like the Romans at the Colosseum when the barbarians worked the gate. Didn't work out for the Romans that were sitting there being entertained. Okay. Now the Romans that happened to be out in the countryside, the peasants, guys just making a living, and barbarians weren't overly concerned with them. Keep that in mind. And they survived. Romans, not so much. So, we're just another empire, folks. Do your homework. Put the black box out in the garage, sell it, throw it in the trash. It'll be great for your family. Quit listening to them. It's all lies. It's all lies designed to keep you in the dark. All right? Get rid of it. Read. Get your children to read. Let them be children. Let them play games together. Things of this nature. They don't need that political nonsense that gets thrown out even in cartoons these days. These children. Let them be children. But keep from going too far off in the weeds. If you study, and if you research, and if you seek, you will find it. It's all out there. It's all out there. It's mainly in books. Yeah, if you're not reading books, you're sure missing out on a lot. Follow the families. Follow the little programs they get involved in, and you will see they have a plan for your future. Will Donald Trump make America great again? You have to see. If he keeps putting CFR members in position of power in our government, probably not. It'll just be business as usual. Pay attention. Let them know you're paying attention. That scares them worse than anything else. Even more than that, let them know we know who you are. Okay. So, educate yourself. Learn. Know thine enemy, and you are better prepared to survive. This Richard Tennessee Homestead, how's that for tinfoil hat stuff, huh? But I'm not going to give you a bunch of spoon-fed stuff. You need to go look. Don't take my word for it. Don't take anybody's word for it. Go look. See for yourself. God bless you. I love you and appreciate you. And, I've got to do my Monday morning boring chat to pack on with for Monday morning. And got some interesting stuff to cover and promise. No doom and gloom from on Monday morning boring chat. So you folks have a great day. We'll talk at you later.